Well, hello and welcome back. Another day, out riding around, enjoying our temperatures actually dropped now. It says it's 74 today right now. Supposed to be like a high of 80, which is kind of crazy being that it's end of April. So, I was going to go for a longer ride today, but I decided to buy some more small modifications to this bike just to see how they'd shake out. I figured I'd better do an around town ride because I did the upgrades last night. I put a bar riser in here, and now that I'm on the bike, because I put it on last night and put it all back together real quick. I do need to fix my phone again apparently, but I realized that I marked it to be the same angle that it was originally, not remembering that the risers I put in are actually up and back, so they're like at an angle versus straight. So the angle I marked the bars for is actually pitched back more than they were previously. So I guess the bars are technically then closer to me now. But so anyway, we'll see how they do. And then a couple weeks ago, I did put in an Evotech weighted bar ends to try to help with the vibration, because I do a lot of freeway riding, and that vibration, man, after about 15-20 minutes, it is hand-numbingly strong. So I haven't noticed it change much. I do feel like the bars are heavier, which is weird that it has a heavier feel. But hey, now I got the riser in there also. Not sure if I'll twist the bars or not. I just adjusted my mirrors. But we'll see how it goes. See if I feel like I'm upright more, because someone who viewed one of my other videos, I think it was when I first got this bike, gave me a list of suggestions, and apparently I'm very influential to others, to me, because after the thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good. And then I'm out shopping for new parts, up to my wife's chagrin. So yeah. But I mean, the bar ends I'd already bought. I was like, if that helps with vibration, cool, let's do that. And then I was like, they all said like, oh yeah, change out the tires to something else. Those OEM tires are not great. I'm like, alright, well, how long are the tires supposed to last though? And then I realized that I do have, because I do literally all highway riding, I have not gotten myself, construction zone, sorry, to a twisty road lately. But my tires already have flat spots on them, like from just the pure highway riding that I do. And I think I'm up to almost 4,000 miles on this bike right now, so a little bit of riding when I have an opportunity to. So yeah, now I'm like figuring out, okay, so tires, what am I going to do for new tires? Do I just go with the same set? I was trying to see what other brands. I'm not planning on taking this bike off-road at all, so I can probably just kind of stay with mostly a solid street tire that might be a little bit more longevity versus a tire that has a little more tread to it. So we'll see how that goes. Come on, construction, let us through these. I know you guys got a lot of work to do. But, so yeah, I was looking at different tires, and then I was looking at, I need to call my dealership that I got the bike at and see what it costs for them to install tires, and what options they have, if they can order anything I want, or if they only go with certain brands. When I talked to the service advisor, he said the tires that are on that came stock on this are perfectly fine to not, change them out unless I felt the need to. I mean, not the way they look right now, just in brand-wise and longevity of them. So, things I got to analyze. Then my other mental hiccup I have is the fact that I want to work on things. And I'm like, I wonder how hard it would be to get a set of spoons. I mean, I have an air compressor, and get the tire balancing little bracket and the bead breaker, and change them out myself. So yeah, debating that one still. See if the wife gets mad on that thought. Don't tell her. Other than that, so things I'm analyzing. Alright, let's try some freeway speeds. Not bad. Guess when I go to work tomorrow, I'll just see if it really feels like it has more vibration than normal. Sure feels bouncy though for some reason. Of course, I don't ride it very often, so. So yeah, that's the next thing I'm looking at is what the cost is for tires. If there's a suggestion of tires of what would be a good idea, welcome to listen in on that. Stubborn. Sorry, I figure it's kind of windy right now, so I wasn't talking too much right now. But yeah, grips actually feel pretty good now. Still feeling some vibration. So it's probably something I'm never gonna get away from. It just means that I'll have to make sure I use cruise control and be safe on when I shake out the hand. Controllability feels pretty good. Sorry, that felt super windy to me, so I'm sure it was super noisy for you guys, so I'm sure when I edit this I'll either cut that out or just kill the sound and then just do some music over it or something. We'll see. See how it turns out when I edit. But yeah, no, the controls feel not too bad. I will have to adjust this to make it look better. The other things he suggested also was the deflectors, which I've thought about. I just wish I could find a picture that actually showed the aftermarket deflectors to the OEM ones. Because every time I search for it, I just see the OEM ones or I see the new ones. It's like not, I don't see a comparison. And so that kind of makes it hard for me to make a decision. Sorry, apparently it's super windy today. And kind of busy for a 10 o'clock in the morning time frame. So yeah, we'll see what other changes I do. I might just run it this way for a while and see how it does this summer. I might look into those deflectors. I kind of like the shield, the height. It feels like it hits me well. It does hit the kind of the top of my head, but it also gives me a little bit of air to go into the helmet. So that might keep it that way. So, but yeah, I still was debating if I want to change out those deflectors down there. But that's for another day, I guess. But as for my putting this together, other than the mirrors being all jacked up, seems like she's holding together. And yes, I did look up torque specs and I torqued it down to per spec on all the bolts. I was kind of hoping that if I got off the freeway, it would not be so windy, but apparently I was mistaken on that. Guess I'll have to go down some residential roads. But yeah, so if anyone's got any ideas for tires, stick with what I got. Maybe try Michelin's, I think I was kind of looking at, see if they're any good. I don't remember what I have on the Harley, but the Harley was a different tire size, different tire type of bike altogether. So so I'm not sure what those ones were anymore. But I know those tires lasted a long time. But again, you have different styles and different compounds and all that stuff, and softness of tire for when you're sticking the turns. I don't know. I have to do a lot more research. See how much I can get out of these I can safely ride on. Things for future days. But yeah, I hope you guys are getting an opportunity to get out there on your rides, enjoying what weather you might have, having some adventures. Still working on that part. But yeah, just enjoying a little bit of being out and about. I still gotta test all my fishing gear set up. And then my camping gear, I think I need to put together my tents. And then I just need to test, I need to order a sleeping pad. So that I still need to work on. And I also gotta see if I can even fit a tent in this bike. That's the other thing, I gotta figure out what tents I have and then if I can get it to fit safely in the thing. I do have a hammock I could technically sleep in, even though I haven't done that in years. So I guess I'll have to see how I feel about hammock sleeping. But another test for another day. So now that it's been a really windy day, I at least got the chance to take out the bike and test out the bars. They feel solid. I think the angle's okay. The mirrors are just kind of a little off. I'll work on that. I definitely need to fix my phone now, which is weird that it changed that much when I didn't really move it. I guess just goes to show how much angle change there was with this bracket, because this part didn't change. All I did was unbolt it, put it back on, and it's like a different angle altogether. So weird. So with that, I'm gonna go find a nice simple road to go on. Totally the wrong gear there. Wow. That's better. Anyway, back to being distracted again. I'm just gonna do a light cruise back home. So you guys be safe, have fun, find your adventure, get out there. I need to start taking my own advice. Maybe I will soon. Till next time.